The American government gonna make us pay them back. Yeah, think about it. They drop all type of aid. They drop all type of medical supplies. They drop all type of food in other countries. I mean, if you believe what you see, right? If you believe that propaganda that they showing us, which I feel sometimes, I got a video about propaganda. Y'all look it up. I got a video about propaganda. Some famous instances in history where propaganda was utilized to fulfill a certain accomplishment or an agenda. Propaganda, fake news, lies. I got a video. Look it up. But they show us helping everybody else, and then we come home and we gonna help the little black and brown kids, right? On child support, right? We gonna help our kids. We gonna feed them, give them a link card, food stamps back in my day, and a medical card. Little cash if you know, a little cash if you're down enough. But we gonna make brown and these brown and black communities pay us back. Now I know everybody paying back, but I'm sure if you looked at the statistics of who's in child support clutches, I'm sure it's a small percentage of white people. I'm sure. I'm guessing. I don't know, but I'm sure it is. It's a small percentage of white people that's in them clutches. They don't make them other countries pay them back, and they dropping grain and they dropping rice and they got supplies, right? They dropping supplies. They doing all type of stuff, right? Right. They ain't. They not garnishing nobody checks over there. They not. They not locking you up over there. You know. By the way, being locked up for an unpaid debt was deemed unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. While I was doing my research, a representative, a child support agency, she said she admitted that the agency had changed their policy in regards to incarceration due to lack of payment because the Supreme Court said that. Went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said it. The person that was conducting the interview, she said, well, people still being locked up. The representative said, I know our system got to catch up with the judicial system. Like she said that as an answer to why people still getting locked up for child support. And the Supreme Court has outlawed it. Another thing she expressed, which was a lie, was garnishment is a last result. Garnishment and incarceration is a last result after we work with the client, after we work with and we exhaust all possible avenues of help, and then we just have to incarcerate somebody, then we do. Now that's a lie. I'm gonna tell you that's a lie. First-hand experience, that's a lie. Because I was locked up because I had an outstanding child support bill that was in question. If you ask me, why was it in question? Because I've been taking care of my kids. And let's see the grade. Let's see the grading system. Let's see the scale. What's up? Yeah, I had a lot to do today. I had to get it in though. I feel funny when I don't walk. Yeah, it's psychological. Good to see you. Have a nice night. Yeah, so it's unconstitutional to lock somebody up over a debt that they can't pay. Keep in mind, you pay your bills through opportunities of employment. Now, you mean to tell me That we got brothers that's not paying child support to the tune of, and I know it's not all just brothers, but that's all I'm concerned about. Cause that's what's right outside my door. When I open my door every day, and my brothers out there. So that's what I'm saying. And my brothers looking for jobs. Like we all looking for a job, you know, on all levels. What I mean by that is we got cats that's walking around talking about they need a job, asking whoever. We got cats that's online asking whoever. We got cats that's beating the beating the pavement, dressing up professionally, asking, applying everywhere. We got some people that went to college, got them some degrees, got them begging. So I ain't talking about just because I know somebody on every level, and it ain't just one or two people. I'm talking about it's more common than you think. And the reason they share it with me because I'm a barber. So the reason you don't know is because you don't have that relationship where a person can confide in you. That's some to be deprived of employment to take care of yourself and your family. Wait, not to be deprived, to not achieve that, to not be able to achieve that at the level you want to achieve it. You know, to work, to try to work a job, you're trying to work, but you can't get no work. That's that's demoralizing. And if you do like I do, you go to school, you do everything they ask you to do. You know what I'm saying? You believe what they say. You go to work, get you a good education. You can get you a good job. You know? Oh man, this nigga don't know what he's talking about. This all type of jobs out. You part of the problem. If you don't believe what I'm saying, then you part of the problem. I could prove that it's a significant lack of employment. You just look at the news, man. People don't want to be criminals. Crime is a last ditch effort. Carjacking, that ain't no easy, that's not an easy thing to conclude. Yeah, G, we finna get in the car. Now, granted, when you do come to that conclusion, you are pretty childish, but along with that, you're desperate. I'm gonna say that. You desperate. Along with that, you're desperate. You're more desperate than childish, if you ask me. Childish is normal. It's normal to be childish. If you're a child, you should be childlike, childish. But why create desperation in people? Why make circumstances desperate for people and then pit them against each other? That's what's been done over and over again in a lot of ways. So opportunity, you don't have opportunity to make money, you can't pay your child support, you know? And if you can't pay your child support, it's not because you don't want to. It's because you tried to get a job and you couldn't, you know? You believed you believed the American way. You went to school, you know? And looking back, all of the people that was defiant in school, getting in trouble, if you look at them, if they applied that same defiance to something, then they successful because they did it their way. And that's not what society wants. That's not what America wants. America don't want you to be a leader. They want you to be a follower. It's money in sheep. It ain't no money in lions. It's only money in sheep. Lions lead. Can't get no lions to all y'all sheep come and do this and that. So it might sound like I'm just rattling on, but trust me, this is a passionate conversation that I'm having. And you should like it, you should share it, and you should subscribe because there's a lot of content on here just like this, straight from the heart. Why make us pay? You don't make other countries pay you back when you drop that rice, when you drop that grain. You don't make them pay you back. So why we gotta pay? You know? It's because if we don't pay, then we get incarcerated. That was the initial plan. That was the initial plan before, we made enough noise and the Supreme Court changed that. But the initial plan was to lock you up and have, since slavery was abolished, we got to figure out a way to keep people enslaved. And that's one perfect way. Here's something else I know you don't know about child support. I know you don't know this. Makes child support so unfair. They come lock you up for child support. You haven't never committed a violent crime in your life, not even mail fraud. You ain't done nothing. I'm talking about me now, y'all. You ain't done nothing. You just owe money because you feel some type of way about paying somebody because you taking care of your kids. This thing started out, oh, you want to get some food stamps? Yeah. Then I gotta say X, Y, and Z. I gotta say you don't live here. Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't even know that part. We was getting food stamps, and then, you know, I didn't know how that went. I'm talking about my first encounter with this whole thing. I was going to work, paying the bills, taking care of my shorty, my first babies that was born. I was taking care of them. They mama heard you could get some food stamps. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how you do it. You go down there and you say this. You say, the daddy ain't there, so I need some help. Oh, okay, cool. Now, mind you, that wasn't explained to me before it happened. It happened first. Matter of fact, it wasn't never explained to me. Ain't nobody never come to me and say, is that okay with you? You know, which makes me kind of feel some type of way. But I'm gonna be a big boy about it. I ain't gonna say nobody bogus, because I'm feeding into it. Ah, she bogus for no, she ain't. My children's mother ain't bogus for feeding us. She fed the whole family. That's what we was eating good. Everybody that gets stamps, everybody that get them food stamps, they know what it is. We was eating good, G. I wasn't questioning it. Fast forward 20 years, now you got a bill. I mean, not even 20 years, because they started early. So after the arrangement was made, and they feed my kids because they need to in a humanitarian way, right? I ain't there, right? The mama declares she need help, right? We feed other people. We go to other countries and drop food, and we ain't down there taking names, trying to garnish no checks. So why we doing it to our own people? Because we need the money, right? The nation that print the money need money, right? Right. So here it is to to each other, to everybody in the community. Oh, you a deadbeat, and you're not taking care of your kids. When actuality, you've been set up to look like you're not taking care of your kids, to look like a deadbeat. Because it's 5 jobs out here and it's 50,000 people. You do the math. If it's 5 jobs with 50,000 people, you know, somebody gon' somebody gonna be unemployed. Then you unemployed, right? You still a young man. You know what I'm saying? You still got desires. And the young lady act like you ain't want it. You know what I'm saying? Act like we wasn't unemployed together, sitting here trying to figure out why we can't do this or why we can't do that. Or probably you ain't even trying to figure that out. You probably just at home saying, "Hey, I'm waiting on a job." Whatever your state of mind, y'all look at each other eyes. Next thing you know, you in a passionate moment. Y'all making love, doing it, or whatever you want to. Bow, you do it enough. Guess what's gonna happen? You gonna make a baby. Uh, Stop me when somebody wrong. Stop me when somebody that made a mistake. Stop me when somebody did something that they had no business doing. Now, here I hear you all. He should have put a condom on. He should have. You're right. He should have. You absolutely right. But everybody that's talking shit, everybody that's talking about what should have happened, guess how the fuck you got here? You know, I'm all for protection. I'm all for that. Trust me, I am. But don't make that a plight. Don't make that a thing where, oh, because he didn't use a condom, you gonna cut his throat and hang him upside down and let him bleed out. Like, no, no. When was condoms established? Condoms is a new thing, right? Ain't been around all this time. You got here because then somebody didn't use no condoms. So I don't want to hear that. Back to my shit. So now y'all laid up and made a baby, and y'all loving it. Tell me you ain't. Y'all loving that baby. Everything all good. Baby cute and little. Can't really do nothing but you boo boo and you know, still cute. Then he started getting big. They still got a plan now. They still got the job short out here. They still, but you and your girl, y'all kicking it. You know, them them joyous days, they start dwindling down because you know the baby got needs and you know you going out there. You try. I'm painting a picture. I'm showing you how domestic violence works. Now, my man can't get no job, or the job he get is really not nothing. You know, because it's a whole system out here that's against him, that's geared towards his failure. So he don't know why he failing. He thinking, you know, this the goody two shoe. This me we talking about. Because some cats just go right into crime straight out the womb because they know, ain't no, they was taught that or they understood it to somewhere. I don't know. I just know I ain't do that. I believed in the system. I believed what I was being taught. I was in history class taking notes like, oh, bullshit. History class. Right. You know, it's still a push for our true history to be divulged in class. You know, they gonna teach us some. If they gonna teach us some fake history, they gonna teach us some fake history. And why should we believe them about anything else? What they hide. History is everything. Where you came from, that's everything. I got a video on history and heritage. I got a video on culture and the importance of culture. It's a very interesting video. I talk about how lack of culture, a lack of a life blueprint kind of got us to this point. It ties into child support. It ties into child support, which I mentioned earlier. Because now, let's say you do have, let's say you, let's say you are tough enough to withstand the system and look decent enough to stay in the house. Because you know that's what's happening. People trying to live together with little to no resources, and they getting into it with each other, and then f you, I can't stand you, and it ain't the fact that they can't stand each other. It's we trying to we oppressed. We oppressed and we taking it out on each other. So they want you to turn water into they want you to turn water into wine like Jesus Christ. You know? They want you to turn unemployment into whatever. And you know, some of the cats do. I'm breaking it down. So then you say, you know, either you do what I do and try to get a job and work a job and go somewhere and you be a leader, amongst a bunch of followers. I'm talking about the manager's a follower, the supervisor's a follower. So soon as you look like a leader, they getting rid of you, G. We can't have he can't. We got to get rid of him. That's for the goody two shoes that go to work and look some type of way. You looking too? No, we gotta let you go. That's happened to me a couple times. Gotta let go because I'm overthinking. I admit it. I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything. That ain't bad all the time. Sometimes that's good, you know. But when you working under a follower, overthinking look like you trying to take the place over, and we gotta let you go, or or you just go straight to a life of crime, and you out here hustling. I ain't mad at you. Disclaimer: I'm not mad at you because you doing what you gotta do.